Hey everybody, this is me. Welcome to Cotey PC, and I'm Cody as always, and welcome to a new Let's Play I've started. Anyway, a little bit about the game that I've chosen. This one is a oldie. It's an oldie but gold, or old but gold rather. It's called Summoner. It's an old THQ title, believe it or not, dating back to roughly 2000, 2001, somewhere in there. And like I said, it's Volition and THQ, so the game's obviously old school. The graphics are going to be very terrible since the game is about 13, 14 years old now, but the story's really good, gameplay's really solid, and a whole bunch of other good stuff. But keep note that I'm going to make this a rather lengthy Let's Play, because I'm going to go over every nook and cranny of this game. I don't even remember some of the stuff, so it's going to be pretty much new to me as well. I'm going to go through all the cinematics, which are really good in this game, believe it or not. Like, the story's very rich, soundtrack is very, very well done, and I'm giving mad props to a game this old. So, yeah, just bear with me. I'm probably going to do a lot of that, skippy, jumpy stuff, because the farming that I'm going to have to do to level up and stuff is going to be kind of extensive. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut it over to the cinematics, because I don't want to bore people. So, yeah, I'll see you guys when it's done.
I am Joseph of Suran, Joseph of Masad, farmer, cutter, plowman, Sahugani, summoner. 9 years ago, I destroyed the village of Suran with a power I could neither control nor understand. A power passed down through generations for thousands upon thousands of years. A power I never asked for and never wanted. 9 years ago, raiders attacked Suran. To save my village, I unleashed the demon, and the demon massacred all in its path. The raiders, my friends, my family. The survivors blamed me, and who else were they to blame? I wore the ring. I called forth the demon. And so I left the ruins of Suran in exile and outcast. But I was not alone. My companion was a vagabond named Yago, an old beggar who had come to Suran the year before looking for the child born with the mark of the summoner. Looking for me. Yago said he'd teach me how to use my gift, how to use the ring that only those born with the mark could use. And now we were both vagabonds, hated and feared. We came to the village of Masad, and I threw the ring down a well. I told Yago to go away and never trouble me again with talk of prophecies and destinies. I was finished with my power. I swore on the graves of all who perished in Suran that I would never summon again. But the one thing I tried to escape was the one thing that came looking for me. And that is where my story begins.
The year was 596 Borno Mediva. 300 years after the Medivan conquest, 1,000 years after the fall of Ikemos, and 12,000 years after the Third Arenegeth and the death of Urath, god of the Sudani. Murad the Usurper, Emperor of Orenia, a realm far to the north across the sea, invaded the shores of the Kingdom of Mediva. Led by the infamous Four Riders, Murad's soldiers laid waste to the villages along the Dahu River. One night, they came to Masad. The soldiers were looking for a boy with a mark on his hand. The mark of the summoner.
Okay, so now that the cinematics are taken care of, we've got this whole thing about basic controls. Basically, it's point click. There's no ASDF controls unless you specify them, which I probably should, but I'll do that later. So blah blah blah. You can control by this. You can also click. Very good. Yeah, I've tried to find a retexture pack, trying to find a retexture pack, but no. Okay, so Mulek says, we worked in the fields planting wheat and blah 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 blah. Horsemen, half men, half beasts, villains from Bard's song, blah 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 blah, blah blah blah. Now, you guys need to sit tight, because I'm going to kill every single thing here. And now we begin. Combat tutorial. One of the Aurelians has killed a villager. He'll attack you next, and you'll have to defend yourself. Here are the basics of how combat works. Basically, don't get hit. Right-clicking will give you a chain. Let's see if I can chain. Yay! 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 I'm so there we go. I'm so damn gimped normally. Okay, or so far I'm gimped as hell. Okay, so here you see his face. He's quite an ugly bastard, obviously, so yeah. Let's see. Pink represents something important. Okay, I lived a fool, and now I'll die a fool. An old martyr's dream made me fight. I beg of you, bring the sword to my nephew, Aris. Or Eris, or Eris, or whatever you want to call him. My grandfather's grandfather made this sword and died long ago on Nidus Hill. He's calling away. He was Falconized standard bearer and the greatest warrior in our village. The blade is ancient, but I cared for it well. Look how it gleams in the sun. Okay, pretty much he hates Linnell. Linnell's like the imperial city of sorts. So, is there anything over here? I honestly can't remember. Let's see. And yeah, I'm gonna be taking my time with this one, so if you want to skip forward, you're more than welcome to, because I like to be very thorough in games like this, because this game rewards you for being thorough. Like, it rewards the people for not people are rewarded for farming, basically. So this game's kind of like doing Dark Souls. So if you've ever played Demon Souls or Dark Souls, then you'll do just fine playing this game, because there's similarities all over the place. Because this is one of the old school, old school RPGs of our era, and a lot of games followed its example. And it was originally a PC title that got ported over to PlayStation 2, and it's considered by some to be one of the greatest games on PS2. Now, I played Legion, Legend of Excalibur, and a whole bunch of other games, and I might do a LP for that one too, but I'll have to break out the PS2 and whatnot for that. But I wouldn't be against it. So, what else is going on in the gaming world? Other than me hacking and slashing at a professional soldier. And if you do this game correctly, you become OP so damn quick, it's not even fun. Like, I could become OP so fast your head would spin. There we go. Baddies. I found the baddies. There we go. There we go. Hey. No tag teaming. Now, if you get someone in the back, you obviously have a advantage. Let's see. Because you get a backstab, and that's one of the, well, I can't say too much. Well, yeah, I can. This game has a dedicated caster, it has a fighter, and then it's got the summoner, and it's got a rogue. So it fits a very common archetype for video games, especially. Not bad, not great, but let's see. Now then, So basically what I'm going to do is go all around this place and kill as many enemies as I can, because you want to kill everything in sight, because obviously this game's difficulty gets up there. You fight God knows what. Like, I can't even remember half the things you fight, but some of the things in this game are pretty nasty. So you want to have a lot of hit points, a lot of health, a lot of skills. This guy needs to stop dodging me. Quit dodging me. Quit dodging me. Quit dodging me, I say. Okay. There we go. Now that I've done that, we can... It's a quest. Okay. So we push R, that does that. Okay, so... Obviously, right now, I'm going to only put in points as I need them. Because, points are a fleeting thing with this game. Like, you have to fight a lot. And, Joseph has the ability to use spellcraft. It's just, early game he doesn't. So, yeah. Spoilers all around, man. But here's the thing. You've had over 12 years at this point. More than 12 years. Closer to 13 years or 14 years. To check this game out. So, I'm not really spoiling anything, because, you know, you can find FAQs on this site, or this game, all over the place. It's hard to find, actually. Like, I think you can get it on Gamersgate or something, but I actually just, downloaded the ISOs. I'm not sorry for it either, because I own it on PS2, so whatever. It's all good. Now, I'm glad that my timing is still decent, because I used to be insane with my timing on this. Like, I'd be able to hit like 20, 30, 40 combos or whatever, and I'd sit there and pretty much like solo bosses and stuff, and use fireballs and all that other kind of stuff, and just totally annihilate my enemy, and it was epic. Okay, so this trick here, blah blah blah, it's mine, I was here first, lad, blah blah blah. Says go to Linnell. She's a total bitch for saying that that's your problem. But she does give you a health tonic, so she does have one purpose in life, other than being a total bitch. So, good girl, good guy asshole, or whatever. Yeah. Wow, I pull no punches, do I, when it comes to throwing out the insults? I've already been over there. And yeah, I'm double tracking, not double tracking, going back over my steps because, or backtracking, that's the word, sorry about that. I'm backtracking because it's a good idea to, like I said, kill as many things as you can, as many times as you get the chance, because, this game does indeed, amp up pretty steadily as the game goes on. And, you know, assuming this game is, like, forever old, it's still really fun. Like you can find random encounters and stuff, and you'll see when I get to the world map and everything. Like, I'll cover all that stuff for you, and you'll be thankful if you're watching this video anyway. So, you can definitely tell how far things have come, simply for the sake of douchebag. There we go. You guys basically just sold me out. So now I do this. Slice and dice. Because I'm so much stronger than they are at this point. Yeah. So, yeah, you're gonna see me do that quite a lot, unfortunately, because, like I said, you have to farm like crazy, or else you're not gonna get very far. And, it's not so bad. Okay. Hey, do I come over to your house and just Did I come over to your side of the world and try to kill all your friends? I don't think so. Now, the reason I'm not using those katanas is because my short sword's actually better. I'm not gonna bore... Well, I will eventually go over that mechanic with you, but... And one shot. Well, not one shot, but... Close freaking enough. Need to retrain that damn camera controller. Oop. There we go. Die. 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 I say die. There we go. And here we go. Blade weapons. Now you're only able to increase your stats by so much at a time, like your level caps what you can level up, which I like that, but I also don't. I do, but I don't. To be fair, it's a gray area for me. I do enjoy that mechanic, but I also don't, because in some cases when you get into a long drawn out fight, you're going to want as much damage as possible, but every time that point goes up, damn does it have an effect. Like, this game scales, like, when you do, like, when you think of a lot of games where you just add 1 point into something, it doesn't really do anything. This one is not anywhere near like that. It's, okay, I just pour gas on the fire and let's see what happens. So, yeah, I thoroughly enjoy the mechanic when I'm not pissed off about it, because then I'm being gimped when I don't want to be gimped, but then, I'm strong as hell when I want to be, and all that kind of, or when I don't need it. It's one of those bittersweet concepts, but yeah. And you can see, like, just earlier I was sitting there swinging over and over and over trying to fight, and now I'm over here just slicing almost three-shotting these guys, like 3 good hits and they're down, which is amazing. But let's see. Is there anything over here? Okay, I see 1 potato. Let's see if there's anything. Yes. I see dinner. Look at that. I would have already killed him if I had accuracy. There we go. So I'm equivalent to 4-shotting at this point, which is, give me the gold, which is pretty good. Better than I started, that's for damn sure. That's for true. Okay, let's see what we got over here. We got... Look at all that damage. And, okay, so yeah, I equivalent of 2-shot when I crit. So that's pretty good. Of course, these are like level 1 enemies, and I'm asking for all sorts of trouble at this point, but you know, I will take whatever I find with stride and grace and cry when I do so. And that should just about do it. There we go. So yeah, I'm equivalent of 2-shotting, like I said. I'm happy with that. I can accept those terms. I'll accept that. Is there anybody over here on my glorious and I'll kill streak? Behind this house here. Okay, that's fair. Hey. Okay, cool. Now, my objective, obviously, is to level, and I'm going to hammer that concept into somebody's head when you're playing this game, because, like I said, the enemies get nasty. They gang rape you, they gank, all that kind of stuff, and trust me, you don't want to be in a situation where one of them comes up and goes yoink, because some of them are pretty nasty. And some of them are range, Some fly, some do all this. A lot of them use elemental attacks, and which is another point to touch bases on. I think the magical abilities are fire, ice, dark, light. There's healing spells too, but you know, most people only think about the dark side of life, so. And time to run you through. There we go. Okay. So we got that over there. Now, if I remember correctly, there should be some stuff over here. In fact, I'm pretty sure there is. I'm just trying to remember quickly what it is and where it is and why it's there. Ah, perfect. There we go. You know, okay. So we got cloth gloves. Okay. Let's see what we got. Cloth gloves. What do they do? Okay, so they decrease your speed, but they offer you a little bit of protection too. So, yeah. And that's cool too. They actually, they grant you, this, that, and the other. Like, it shows you what you have equipped, which I like, because a lot of games don't actually show that. At least in this time period. Like, games like, Ocarina of Time and whatnot, yeah, those did, but well, yeah, those did, but keep in mind that these are late 90s, early 2000s games, and they were revolutionary for their time, so, you know, a lot of people didn't have the resources or anything. There we go, what's this? What is this? Click. Blue pants. What the hell? What do those do? Okay, cool. Great. I like pants. Okay, let's see. How's that? Okay, so my speed's 105%, so that means I'm swinging faster than necessary. Can't raise that. I thought there was some place to pick up boots around here, but it's not a big deal. I'm not gonna bother talking to these guys because I already know. Oh, wait, I guess I have to talk to these guys. The river. No, this is important. Just sail up the whatever. Yako. That's the guy I gotta go meet. Soldiers. They're pissed off. There we go. Not gonna worry too much about the information. And here comes the obligatory boss battle. Fantastic. And look at this guy. Low detailed as hell, but he is big hoss. Oh yeah. Look at him. Oh wow. Oh lord. Okay, so he's got a hammer, and obviously that can cause knockdown, so it's a very good practice not to let this guy hit you. So, how do we handle that? We don't let him swing, that's how. Uh-oh. Ah! Damn it. Ow. Ooh, right in the nuts. Meanwhile, while I'm being slaughtered. There we go. That took care of him. Yay. I win. Go me. Okay, so, that being said, I think there's going to be a cinematic here in a second, so if there is, I'll see it, or we'll just watch it, whatever.
Having eluded the Orenians, Joseph sailed to Lanel, where he hoped to find the old beggar named Iago. In the tongue of the ancient Runari, Lanel means City of Gods. For upon this site, the towers of Iliosi stood. Now Lanel was capital of Mediva, seat of King Belius VI, descendant of the victors of the Medivan conquest.
Okay, so this is the before mentioned the Doomahickey, the son of a bitch. No, this is actually the world map. So, before I go anywhere, I'm going to go ahead and say that this is the end of part 1 because I know this video's already gotten really long. So, yeah. I thank you guys for checking out the channel, watching my Let's Plays and whatnot. So, as always, I will catch you guys in part 2, so be sure to rate, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and all that other stuff, and let me know how I'm doing and whatnot. Like I said, keep subscribed because these things will be coming out regularly. I'll probably wind up blasting through half the game overnight or something, so you know, you never know. Anyway, so I'm out of here, guys, so thanks for watching.